I feel like I can't go on LinkedIn or Twitter without hearing about Anthropic. And they even just got a coup. They hired the CTO of Workday, this guy, Peter, I don't know how to say his last name, but Peter Bayless.
Did he join as their new CTO?
He did not. He's got a more interesting title than that.
What do they say at OpenAI? Like head of special projects when people do something that they don't like, they're like, you go to the island of misfit toys and work on special projects.
No, he's member of technical staff. Sounds like a demotion, but with how valuable Anthropic is, he's probably getting paid more money.
I think about this a lot. Would I join one of the fastest growing startups out there if I couldn't have a title that signaled to the rest of the world that I've made it or that I'm doing well, that there's traction? There's something almost romantic about that, taking what seems to be like an entry-level position, but he probably has a pay package that could pay for a very nice house many times over.
All right, so if Anthropic wanted to hire you and they were going to pay you twice what you currently make, would you take the job title bookkeeper?
Could I be master of coin?
It's got to be bookkeeper.
It's got to be bookkeeper.
This is so bad. I probably wouldn't.
Then you could explain to your daughter's daycare what you do.
Why you got to tie it back to my family like I'm letting them down, Kyle?
Well, they think you're a pilot, so this at least clarifies what you do.
Former Delta pilot joins Anthropic as bookkeeper.
You'd want to take just about any role to get on that rocket ship. I mean, their numbers are truly insane.
Yeah, I remember when Cursor was thinking about hiring finance people, and I was talking to one of their investors, and I was like, is the title CFO? He's like, no, it's just finance at Cursor. I'm like, does he have a position? It just like is a department? It's just like a GPS coordinates. It's not. It doesn't really tell you much. It seems to be a trend these days.
Do you think they have like titles internally or like a hierarchy internally, or do you think it's just like pure chaos?
I think they have levels, like what would you call it, like P3, P4, whatever, like the typical Amazon leveling thing is. But I don't think there are as many levels. So it may only go 4 levels instead of 8.
And they're definitely signaling that like everyone should be high agency, everyone's empowered to get stuff done. Like, it doesn't matter if your title is VP, C-level, individual contributor, like you all have to do work, but you also all can make an impact.
Yeah, I think that's right. They just want to take the focus away from who sits where in the org. I actually have 2 theses on this. The first one is some of these founders are just so young that they never grew up in a workplace where you had to go through all these cookie cutter steps to get somewhere. Like the founders of Cursor, I think they're under 25 still. I think they started it when they were in college or just out of college, but I think they're in their early 20s. It's not like they joined, Workday and had to go from like engineer 1 to engineer 2. It's like, no, I just started this thing. And the other thing that I'm thinking is if you think about like the trajectory of any person, what can you give them? You can pay them more. You can give them more experience that they can use to get their next job and just own more within the company, or you can give them a better title. And I think these companies are so good. They're like, we don't even need to pull that third lever to retain people and attract the best. We'll keep that one in our back pocket until we really need it.
Yeah. Well, the company name is a pretty big draw in and of itself.
What if you get to be a bookkeeper too, CJ?
Okay, I'm in. I'm in for that because it shows I'm not the lowest bookkeeper.
I have a new title suggestion for you, CJ. Bookmaxer.
Bookmaxer. Maxes the books. That just sounds like fraud, to be honest.
Let's get serious here. Let's talk about Anthropic.
On today's Mostly Growth episode, we're going to talk about Anthropic's historic, better than ever Q1. And we're also going to catch you up on what's going on with OpenAI's ad model. Let's get to it.
All right, CJ, where did Anthropic end last year?
They ended at $9 billion.
That's a lot of money, but catch us up. It's been a quarter, 2026. Where are they now?
Well, by the way, they went from 1 to 9. So holy shit, that's a big deal. In 3 months, okay? So we were just talking about ending 2025. To end March, they ended at a $30 billion run rate, Kyle.
So they added 11 billion between February and March.
They added 21 billion in a quarter and 11 billion alone in 1 month.
Now, like, put these numbers in perspective. Like, is this just like all of basically the net ads of every public software company out there?
It pretty much is. It's a scary amount where you like kind of run out of companies to add into the mix to say how big is this. So for context, it's equivalent to 5 Palantirs, not Palantir net new ads. Palantir is the company and all their revenue. in one quarter. So in 90 days, 2 work days in one quarter. No wonder why the guy didn't care about the title. And so I just want to run you through like the revenue timeline. Okay. So they were founded in 2021. 2022, they did 10 million. Okay. Wow. If we could get a seed investment here. 2023, they do 100 million. One of the fastest companies ever to 100 million. But then they go from 100 to 1 billion in a year. Then they go from 1 to 9. They went from 9 to 13, then 13 to 19, and then 19 to 30. So it's the combined ARR of Palantir, Anduril, and Databricks just in 1 month. And then pretty much all the net new adds of like 140 tech companies within 3 months.
We talked about revenue endurance previously on the podcast. Like, this is pretty legit revenue endurance. They're basically 10xing every year, year after year after year. And they seem to be on track to do it again this year.
They seem to be on track to actually beat their 2027 plan within like 10 months of 2026.
I think this also means they're past OpenAI. Although maybe don't tell that to Sarah.
Isn't it funny how time changes so much? Like now it's a contrarian thing to say that like you think OpenAI is winning. Like who would thunk it? OpenAI pulled up at 25 billion at the end of February. We don't know the March number. So they could have went nuts and also added a massive amount. But it seems like barring something spectacular, they are at least a couple billion ahead.
I've been writing my newsletter, Growth Unhinged, for exactly 5 years. When I went all in on it last year, I quickly decided it was time to make the switch to Beehive. Honestly, I wish I'd done it even sooner. Switching to Beehive was seamless, but the difference is real. Excellent deliverability, more customization with their AI website builder, built-in automations, and no 10% tax on my revenue. As a data nerd, I especially love Beehive's dashboards and built-in surveys. My open rates jumped from 35% to nearly 50% after switching to Beehive, and I'm not looking back. Beehive is built for people who actually take newsletters seriously. If you care about owning your audience, it's a no-brainer. Try Beehive for free by going to beehive.com/Kyle. That's beehiiv.com/KYLE. Use code Kyle30 for 30% off your first 3 months.